gardens were so colorful, pink roses and the yellow daisy's eye. Nobody cared for these flowers, and yet they grew. People gazed at their prettiness or stooped from their horses to pick a bloom or two. Cosette didn't see any of it. She was indoors all the time, scrubbing the kitchen floor and darning our clothes. We ate raspberries and played in the fields, but she didn't. In September, she dropped a glass and it smashed, and Maman screamed at her. "You horrid, clumsy beast." She hit Cosette so that she had bruises for weeks, but she still had to fetch the water. "Off into the woods," cried Maman. "Go. I don't care if it's cold or scary out there, and don't spill a drop, do you hear?" Cosette wept very quietly when she laid down that night. I heard her. By November, some nights were so frosty and cold that I worried she might freeze to death in her sackcloth dress out in those spooky woods. She always came back, shivering with cold, but alive. She was like the flowers in the lane. Maybe nobody cared for her, but she still grew. And she was pretty. Prettier than Azelma and me. Hi. Oh, right. I was just reading. Okay. Yeah, I kind of, am being a little rebel. I wasn't really enjoying class today. I had an altercation with my best friend, so it's kind of made me feel low. So I kind of just escaped from the chaos of academia and came to read my novels instead. Or novel instead. Oh, you're a reader too? Oh, it's nice to meet a fellow reader in the school because it seems that a lot of the peoples here don't really enjoy anything related to reading, which is, I guess, fair because we do a lot of textbook reading, which is always a little bit of a bore when done too much, but we have no choice, do we? If we don't read, we're gonna fail tests and exams. So I suppose that's why they don't always find the time to dive into these types of texts. Yeah, I suppose I'm a little exception. I've always loved to read, so I don't think anything could take me away from these precious piece of arts. So, if you don't mind me asking, what are you running away from? Right. Yeah, I understand, totally. Okay. So, you say you like to read. What types of books are you into? A little bit of everything. Interesting. I wouldn't say I like a little bit of everything. I'm very picky with books, actually, even though not that picky. I would definitely dive into something if it deemed promising. But my favorites are romance and historical fiction to a certain degree. This is an historical fiction, a little bit of a romance in it too. I also enjoy thrillers, but I don't make a habit of reading them simply because they don't pique my interest nearly as much as romance does. I've just always loved the idea of love. It's very beautifully written and proposed in literature. I couldn't say the same for reality, but I suppose that's why we love it so much, because it's just so unreal. It's something that a lot of people haven't experienced before. I also read some self-help books, but they are not really my cup of tea, because at the end of the day, I barely implement the advices in there, so don't tell anyone I said that. So that's kind of why I stopped reading them. But I did read one last month, but it's not, I wouldn't term it a self-help book. It's more of like an encouraging type of book, just something to get you moving. That's kind of why I went for it, because I was in a rut last month, or was it 2 months ago? I was in a rut and I needed words of encouragement, so it helped a little bit. I'm yapping, aren't I? Oh. Okay. So, tell me about the books that you like to read. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Are you more into paperbacks or hardcovers? Same. But I am not as privileged to be able to get a lot of physical copies, so a lot of my reading is done on my phone. Yeah. You want me to give you book recommendations? Oh. Okay, well, sure. Do you have okay, from your interest, I would definitely already know what to give you. So if you want some romance with humor in it, but not just any type of romance, a romance that would take you on an adventure, and not a very calm one. This is a very rigorous, hectic adventure, and it has comic relief in it to at least give you some peace, even in the chaos. So I would recommend the Magnolia Park series. It's not exactly a sweet fairy tale. The two main characters are very toxic. That's the word I would use. They're toxic to each other. So they have a toxic relationship, and it's just about the whole drama surrounding their relationship, and a little bit more, of course. I read it a while ago, but it still has a special place in my heart. I couldn't exactly tell you what it was about word for word, because when I read books, I tend to forget the details of it very soon after. So I hope you don't mind that. But just trust me when I say that this book is really, really good. It's a series actually, so just check out the Magnolia Park series by Jessa Hastings. That's Jessahasting. Jessa Hastings. So that's for romance with a little bit of humor and angst. There's a lot of angst. So if that's your vibe, go for the Magnolia Park series. If you're looking for a good thriller that you might not really expect the plot twist coming, I would advise you to read Verity by Colleen Hoover. Right, I love that book. It's definitely one of my favorites. I can't really think of a lot of thrillers right now. They don't really come to mind. But the one that does come to mind is Verity by Colleen Hoover. I would say The Perfect Marriage or something. I think there's a book called The Perfect Marriage. Or The Perfect Wife or something like that. But I didn't really like... It wasn't a crazy book. But it was good. It was good, I'm not gonna lie. So, let me just get my phone real quick. Let me just... 1 second. Please. Okay, so I have it saved on my phone. Just want to get it real quick so I don't get the name wrong. Give you a book that you might find and it's gonna be a total disappointment. So it is called The Perfect Marriage and it's by Jennifer Rose. That's JENEVAROSE. Jennifer Rose. Okay, so it's really like thriller-ish. Like this is thriller. It's about a successful lawyer and this lady, her husband, is accused of killing someone. He apparently cheated on that person that he supposedly killed. He apparently cheated on her with that lady, and she's gonna be his lawyer. So it's just a lot of things going on about to figure out whether or not he killed her. Really good plot twist. You might not expect the plot twist. You might expect it. I don't know. But I would definitely recommend this alongside Verity. Let me just read the blurb since I'm with my phone already. Would you defend your husband if he was accused of killing his mistress? Sarah Morgan is a successful and powerful defense attorney in Washington, D.C. At 33 years old, she is a named partner at her firm, and life is going exactly how she planned. The same cannot be said for her husband, Adam. He's a struggling writer who has little success in his career. He begins to tire of his and Sarah's relationship as she is constantly working. Out in the secluded woods, at Adam and Sarah's second home, Adam engages in a passionate affair with Kelly Summers. Then, one morning, everything changes. Adam is arrested for Kelly's murder. She had been found stabbed to death in Adam and Sarah's second home. Sarah soon finds herself playing the defender for her home husband, a man accused of murdering his mistress. But is Adam guilty or innocent? It's good. Okay, let me show you the book cover. It's it's messy, to say the least. There's a lot of, you might get confused sometimes. But it was a good book. Another book that I would certainly recommend to you if you are into fantasy is The Court. I'm not gonna recommend that to you actually. I would recommend it because it's fun, but I think it gets a little downhill a little bit after like the third book I just stopped reading it. Maybe it's just because I stopped reading it, I don't know. But I would love to recommend the Folk of the Air trilogy to you if you want a little bit of fantasy going on. The Folk of the Air trilogy, which is The Cruel Prince. Just check The Cruel Prince. I do not remember the other two titles. So yeah, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I would recommend that to you if you want a little bit of fantasy. These are very like well-known books. The trilogy is a very well-known book. And you might find a little mixed reviews on the internet, but trust me, this book, it was a great introduction into the fantasy world for me. So I feel like if you just have an open mind towards the genre, you might find yourself enjoying it. Now, there are a lot of big grammars in there, so you might need a dictionary beside you. So yeah, that's just my little... Of course, you're welcome. I'd love to talk about books. Oh, actually, I've been in a reading slump, so I did read one book, but I've not really like been reading a lot. Yeah, this is actually the first book I'm reading in a hot minute. I'm in chapter, I don't know what chapter it is because it's just a bunch of word titles to mark a new chapter, but I am in page 40, and there is about 277 pages in this, so I'm a little still early into the book, but I've just been taking my time with it because I did read an ebook. Okay, so that's a lie when I say that this is the first book I'm reading in a hot minute. I did read an ebook. It was a very fast-paced romance, which is what I like to go for when I'm in an rut. I don't want something with so much world building and so much plot. I just want romance and, you know, the drama and the romance and everything like that. Quick, hot, fast. So the one I chose was T.L. Smith, Locked Hearts or so? No, Chained Hearts. That's the first book. Locked Hearts is the second. I went for Chained Hearts by T.L. Smith. I would say if you're into smart, T.L. Smith is a really great author for that. But I'm trying to be a good Christian. Okay, so I DNF'd that book. The second book, I did not DNF the first book. I DNF'd the second book. I know, I shouldn't have gone into it in the first place, but honestly, I was in a really dark place when I started reading that book. So yeah, it led to a little bit of complications between my relationship with God, but I would say that it was good, but it should not be read by anyone. if you're a Christian, of course. I'm just referring to my own faith. I don't know if you're... Yeah, it gets tough, honestly. You know, just trying to stay pure and at the same time just finding that, you know, balance between having fun and also making sure that you're not doing anything with God that might be very not good. But anyways, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. You just have a little something on your forehead. Can I just... Okay. Yeah. Just want to get it out. I think it's like a wool or something. It's very long. I'm trying to get just pluck it out. Just pluck it out of your hair. It bleeds into your scalp too, so that's what I'm just kind of like, just pluck it out. Okay, that was a very long one. How did you get that in your hair? Oh, you were laying on the grass? Yeah, the school's grass is pretty dirty. I just prefer to sit on it when I'm like wearing dark clothing today I couldn't because I'm wearing white and like blue and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it was nice talking to you. You're right, okay, right, because I know you're in my class and I've heard your name before, I wanted to make sure that it was, yeah, okay. Wow, it was nice to see you. We'll probably see each other around again sometime in school. Not probably, it's a fact, it's a 100% chance of seeing us. I'm yapping, okay. Bye. Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. You can just give me your number and we'll talk. Yeah, okay. Okay, thanks. We will talk sometime soon. Tomorrow probably. I'm about to embark on this new series that I just discovered. Not series, oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. Oh, you're nervous too. I guess that makes us both. What I was trying to say is that I want to dive into a whole new genre. Like, this is something that I've almost never done. Like, I don't think I've ever read things in this genre, and it's a little bit of like existential, very literature-ish vibe. Not like modern text, but more of like the back then kind of vibes. So like I want to really go into literature and educate myself. So authors like Sylvia Plath or something like that. And if you don't mind, can I just get my journal? Because I'm trying to remember the books that I just added to my TBR and I can't remember. I have my TBR. I have my book in my bag right here. Yeah, okay. Okay, got it. So, I have this physical TBR list. I just recently started it because I wanted to like be very intentional about what I want to read. And while I haven't followed anything on it, I'm soon gonna start after I finish this physical copy, right? So anyways, the books that I want to get into, this is the list over here. The Secret History by Donna Tartt, The Stranger by Albert Camus, No Longer Human by Osam Desai, House of Leaves by Mark Danilevsky or something. I don't know. I probably butchered that. And of course, Edgar Allan Poe, and what other author am I thinking of getting into? Just like a lot of like classical works, but not so classical that I don't understand what I'm reading. I want to like go into that. Oh, I also want to go into Japanese books. So, oh my gosh, I'm yapping. Bye. It was nice to see you. Yeah, but I didn't. Bye. Sorry, I just had to pluck that. I saw another lint on your face. Okay. Bye, it was nice meeting you.